The 53rd Annual Dallas Morning News Regional Spelling Bee is brought to you by presenting sponsor, the University of Texas at Dallas. Whataburger, just like you like it. Community Coffee's Community Cash for Schools program. There's been a lot of buzz over the last few months. Spelling Bee champions from throughout our region have been preparing to compete in the 53rd Annual Dallas Morning News Regional Spelling Bee, presented by the University of Texas at Dallas. Let's welcome our host, Sean Gables, WFAA TV Channel 8 anchor and MC of this year's competition.
THANKYOU. Thank you and welcome to the 53rd Annual Dallas Morning News Regional Spelling Bee presented by the University of Texas at Dallas. Today we are excited to host some of the brightest, some of the most talented, and some of the most wonderful, awesome students from all across North and East Texas. All of these spellers took first place honors at county spelling bees throughout the region. They are competing today for the chance to win valuable prizes, and one lucky contestant will represent the Dallas region at the Scripps National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C. on May 31st through June 4th. Now, before we start the bee, we have a brief message from our presenting sponsor, the University of Texas at Dallas. Watch this.
40 years ago, our founders began with a vision to create a world-class research university in Dallas. They imagined students with passion for learning, dedicated faculty teaching in state-of-the-art facilities, research that would change the world. 40 years ago, this was just a field and a vision for the future. The University of Texas at Dallas. It's time to create your future.
Thanks again to the University of Texas at Dallas. Now is the big time to meet our contestants. They represent the best among 100,000 students from more than 700 schools who participated in spelling bees at the classroom level in order to compete in today's bee. They had to win a local spelling championship both at the county and at the school levels. Watch this.
Today's champion and their guests will win an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. as guests of the Dallas Morning News. The trip will include sightseeing and the chance to compete in the National Scripps Spelling Bee. The Dallas Morning News would like to thank its three generous regional bee sponsors. Presenting sponsor, the University of Texas at Dallas. Busy Bee sponsor, Whataburger. And Community Coffee's Community Cash for Schools program.
And you at home, you can get involved with this too. Before we begin, we'd like to remind our viewers to check today's Dallas Morning News, where you'll find a full-page ad featuring all of today's contestants. Now, let's meet our distinguished officials. They have a very tough job ahead of them. Our pronouncer is Sherry Coleman, an executive assistant at Harvest Partners and retired Garland Independent School District administrator. Our judges are Jay Quitman-Stevens, employee benefits and tax attorney and partner with Canty Hanger. And by the way, listen to this. Mr. Stevens is also a former champion of the Dallas Morning News Regional Spelling Bee back in 1984 and 1985. Also introducing Courtney Carter, Associate Dean, Arts, Languages, and Literature Division with Eastfield Community College. Plus, Javier Solis, Hispanic Community Liaison with the Garland Independent School District. We also want to remind you that standard national spelling bee rules prevail. And now, here's Sherry Coleman and the 25 contestants in the Dallas Morning News Regional Spelling Bee.
Linden.
Linden. L-I-N-D-E-N. Linden.
That's correct.
Fatigue.
Fatigue. F-A-T-I-G-U-E. Fatigue.
That's correct.
Spherical.
Spherical. S-P-H-E-R-I-C-A-L.
That's correct.
Conjecture.
Conjecture. C-O-N-J-E-C-T-U-R-E.
That's correct.
Plateau.
Plateau. P-L-A-T-O. Plateau.
The correct spelling is P-L-A-T-E-A-U. Gondola.
Gondola. G-O-N-D-A-L-A. Gondola.
The correct spelling is G-O-N-D-O-L-A. Hawthorne.
Hawthorne. H-A-W-T-H-O-R-N-E. Hawthorne.
The correct spelling is H-A-W-T-H-O-R-N. Semantics.
Semantics. Can I have a definition, please?
The study dealing with the relationships between signs and what they refer to, the relations between the signs of a system, and human behavior in reaction to signs. Semantics.
Semantics. Can I have the language of origin, please?
This word is originally from Greek that passed into French before becoming English.
Semantics. S-E-M-A-N-T-I-C-S. Semantics.
That's correct.
Ambiguity.
Can I have the definition of the word, please?
The condition of admitting of two or more meanings, of being understood in more than one way, or of referring to two or more things at the same time. Ambiguity.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
This word is from Latin.
Ambiguity. A-M-B-I-G-U-I-T-Y. Ambiguity.
That's correct.
Tomatillo.
Tomatillo. T-O-M-A-T-I-L-L-O. Tomatillo.
That's correct.
Expertise.
Expertise. E-X-P-E-R-T-I-S-E. Expertise.
That's correct.
Paddock.
Paddock. P-A-D-D-O-C-K.
That's correct.
Formidable.
Formidable. F-O-R-M-I-D-A-B-L-E.
That's correct.
Rough-hewn.
Can you please repeat the word?
Rough-hewn.
May I have a language of origin?
This word consists of two originally English elements. Rough-hewn.
Can you please use the word in a sentence?
The new post office clerk has a certain rough-hewn charm. Rough-hewn.
Raffiun.
Rough-hewn.
May I have a definition?
Lacking polish, uncultivated, plain. Rough-hewn.
Raffiun. R O U G H U N E.
The correct spelling is R-O-U-G-H-H-E-W-N. Kahuna.
Kahuna. May I have a definition, please?
A master of Hawaiian religious lore and ceremony. Kahuna.
Kahuna. K-A-H-U-N-A. Kahuna.
That's correct.
Hydrology.
Hydrology. H-Y-D-R-O-L-G-Y.
The correct spelling is H-Y-D-R-O-L-O-G-Y. Caribou.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Caribou.
Speak up.
Can you repeat it again, please?
Caribou.
Caribou. C-A-R-A-B-E-U.
The correct spelling is C-A-R-I-B-O-U. Herbivore.
Herbivore. Herbivore.
That's correct.
Parfait.
P-A-R-F-A-I-T.
That's correct.
Fletcherism.
Fletcherism. Fletcherism.
That's correct.
Topography.
Topography. May I have the definition?
The art or practice of graphic delineation in detail, usually on maps or charts of selected natural and man-made features of a place or region. Topography.
May I have the language of origin?
This word is from Greek.
Topography. T-O-P-O-G-R-A-P-H-Y.
That's correct.
Androcentric.
Androcentric. A-N-D-R-O-C-E-N-T-R-I-C. Androcentric.
That's correct.
Vendetta.
Vendetta. May I have the definition, please?
A prolonged feud marked by bitter hostility. Vendetta.
May I have the language of origin?
This word came from Italian, which formed it from a Latin word. Vendetta.
Vendetta. V-E-N-D-E-T-T-A.
That's correct.
Geoponics.
Geoponics. Can I have the definition, please?
An art or science of cultivating the earth.
Geoponics. Can I have the language of origin?
This word is from a Greek word. Geoponics.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
Geoponics. G-E-O-P-O-N-I-C-S. Geoponics.
That's correct.
Liverwurst.
Liverwurst. L-I-V-E-R-W-U-R-S-T.
That's correct.
Triumvirate.
Can you please say it again?
Triumvirate.
Triumvirate. T-R-I-U-M-V-I-R-E-N-T.
The correct spelling is T-R-I-U-M-V-I-R-A-T-E. Tariff.
Tariff. T-E-R-E-T-H.
The correct spelling is T-A-R-I-F-F. Bowery.
Bowery?
Bowery.
Bowery. May I have a language of origin?
This word is from a Dutch word. Bowery.
B-O-U-R-E E.
The correct spelling is Bowery. Poinsettia.
Poinsettia. Poinsettia.
That's correct.
Cachet.
Cachet. Can I have a definition, please?
A characteristic feature or quality conferring prestige or distinction or inspiring respect.
Cachet. Can I have the language of origin, please?
This word is from a French word.
Cachet. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
Cachet. Can you use it in a sentence?
Acting in a hit television sitcom often does not carry the same cachet as acting in a hit movie. Cachet.
Cachet. C-A-C-H-E. Cachet.
Correct spelling is C-A-C-H-E-T. Muslin.
Can I have the definition of the word, please?
A plain woven cotton fabric that is used bleached or unbleached for sheeting, embroidery, or other purposes. Muslin.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
The simple look of tab curtains made of unbleached muslin is perfect for Barbara's den. Muslin.
Can you give me the origin of the word, please?
This word is from an Iraqi geographical name that went into Arabic, then Italian, and then French. Muslin.
Muslin. M-U-S-L-I-N. Muslin.
That's correct.
Odyssey.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
This word is from a Greek literary name. Odyssey.
Can you use it in a sentence?
When he talks about his Odyssey, Andre is referring to the summer he spent working his way across Europe. Odyssey.
Odyssey. A-U-D-I-C-E. Odyssey.
The correct spelling is O-D-Y-S-S-E-Y. Antipasto.
Antipasto. Can I have the language of origin?
This word came from Italian, which formed it from a Latin word.
Antipasto. A-N-T-I-P-A-S-T-O. Antipasto.
That's correct.
Tsunami.
Tsunami. T-S-U-N-A-M-I. Tsunami.
The correct spelling is T-S-U-N-A-M-I. Erudite.
Erudite. Could I have the language of origin?
This word is from a word that went from Latin to English. Erudite.
Erudite. E-R-U-D-I-T-E.
That's correct.
Cilantro.
Cilantro. May I have a definition, please?
Leaves of coriander used as a flavoring or garnish.
Cilantro. C-I-L-A-N-T-R-O. Cilantro.
That's correct.
Susceptible.
Can I have a language of origin?
This word is from Latin.
Susceptible. S-E-C-C-E-P-T-I-B-L-E.
The correct spelling is S-U-S-C-E-P-T-I-B-L-E. This word has a near homonym, so I'll give you a definition and part of speech. Ghoul. It is a noun meaning a legendary evil being held to rob graves and feed on corpses. Ghoul.
G-O-U-H-L.
The correct spelling is G-H-O-U-L. Impetuous.
Impetuous. Can I have the language of origin, please?
Originally Latin, this word went through French before becoming English. Impetuous.
Impetuous. I-M-P-E-T-U-O-U-S.
That's correct.
Scampi.
Scampi. May I have the definition?
A usually large shrimp. Scampi.
Scampi. May I have the language of origin?
This word is from probably Greek-derived Italian.
Scampi. S-C-A-M-P-I. Scampi.
That's correct.
Dressage.
Dressage. D-R-E-S-S-A-G-E. Dressage.
That's correct.
I'll provide a part of speech and definition for this word. Wanton, an adjective meaning marked by or manifesting heedless disregard of justice or of the rights, safety, and feelings of others. Wanton.
And I have the language of origin.
This word is originally English. Wanton.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
The prosecutor maintained that the victim was attacked with wanton cruelty.
Wanton. W-A-N-T-O-N. Wanton.
That's correct.
Incriminate.
Incriminate. Can I have the definition, please?
Furnish evidence or proof of circumstances tending to show the guilt of.
Incriminate. Can I have the language of origin?
This word is from Latin.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
Incriminate. I-N-C-R-I-M-I-N-A-T-E. Incriminate.
That's correct.
Mikado.
Mikado. M-I-K-A-D-O. Mikado.
That's correct. Okay.
So you're probably wondering what's going on up here with the judges and why they're all gathered together and whispering where no one in the audience or even myself can hear. Whether it's actually a challenge. One of the contestants who actually spelled a word incorrectly, the judges said, the contestant actually believes that the way they spelled the word was correct. So she is challenging it. We'll see if she gets a chance to get back in the spelling bee. Stick around. We're going to find out in just a moment. Okay, who said spelling bees aren't suspenseful? Are you guys ready? The judges have made their decision. Are you ready?
Sure, Sean.
Okay,
Let me
explain
just
it.
take the floor for a second here and explain what's happened. The word that was given was cachet, which is spelled C-A-C-H-E-T, and it is a word that means a characteristic feature or quality conferring prestige or distinction or inspiring respect. The speller misspelled the word. The speller spelled it C-A-C-H-E. I believe the confusion arises from the fact that cacher, C-A-C-H-E with an accent aigu, is a past participle of a French word, cacher, which means to hide. That word is not an English word that's listed in the Webster's Third New International Dictionary, which is the Merriam-Webster official dictionary of the spelling bee, nor was it the word that was called. I believe the definition was given. So the judge's ruling that the speller misspelled the word was correct, and the appeal is overruled. Let's continue the bee. You know where you are, Sherry?
I do. 151.
Okay.
Parapet.
Parapet. P-A-R-A-P-E-T. Parapet.
That's correct.
Borzoi.
Can I have the definition of the word, please?
A breed of tall, slender, long-haired dogs of greyhound type developed in Russia, especially for pursuing wolves. Borzoi.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
The Borzoi resembles a large greyhound with long, wavy hair.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Borzoi.
B-O-R-Z-O-Y. Borzoi.
The correct spelling is B-O-R-Z-O-I. Nougat.
Nougat. Can I have a language of origin?
This word is from a word that went from Latin to Provençal to French. Nougat.
Can I have the definition?
A confection made by mixing nuts or sometimes fruit pieces in a sugar paste whose composition is varied to give either a chewy or a brittle consistency. Nougat.
Nougat. N-O-U-G-A-T. Nougat.
That's correct.
Macrame.
Macrame. Could I have the language of origin?
This word is from a word that went from Arabic to Turkish to either Italian or French before becoming English. Macrame.
Macrame. M-A-C-R-A-M-E.
That's correct.
Sortie.
Sortie. May I have a definition, please?
One mission or attack by a single plane. Sortie.
Sortie. May I have the language of origin, please?
This word is from a French word.
Sortie. S-O-R-T-I-E. Sortie.
That's correct. Is there another appeal? Okay. Okay, we're going to pause the bee for another appeal.
Okay, you heard it here. There is another challenge. We have an instant replay feature that we're going to allow you, the audience, to listen to it for yourself while the judges make the decision if the speller spelled it correctly. Listen.
P-A-R-F-A-I-T.
That's correct.
Fletcher.
And, you know, on live TV, sometimes we get the words wrong. But we're going to try it one more time. But again, it was contestant number 20. His word that was that he had to spell was the word ghoul. If we can do an instant replay again, we're going to actually let you, the audience, hear what he said just moments ago. And the judges ruled it incorrect. The student, the speller, is challenging the judges. He wants to make it to Washington, D.C., folks. This is a spelling bee and a lot is on the line. Take a listen. They're going to find it for you. But hey, this is live TV. We have, how many spellers do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 spellers out of a total of 25 that came to compete to head to Washington, D.C. for the National Spelling Bee. A lot of tense moments here. The judges are trying to make a decision as a challenge. This is the second challenge that has happened so far. The first one you heard was overruled. I think they're getting close to their decision. They have made it. Will the student get to come back into the bee? We're going to run the tape. We have it? Okay, let's run the tape.
O-U-H-L.
The correct spelling is G.
Okay, so let me take the floor. It was ghoul, and the speller challenged the judge's determination that the speller incorrectly spelled the word. The word is spelled G-H-O-U-L, and the speller spelled it, as you saw from the tape, G-O-U-H-L. So the judge's ruling was correct, and the speller is out. The appeal is denied. Let's continue the beat. Do you know where you are, sir?
Another appeal.
Another appeal.
On this round.
On this round.
Okay.
Do we wait for it now?
Let's go.
Okay.
Just do it while you're stopped.
Do you know what number it is?
Yes.
Number 9. Okay. Can we run the tape on that? Number 9, speller number 9, the word borzoi.
Spelling number 9. And this round is another challenge.
This is what I had.
What's the word?
Borzoi.
Borzoi. Borzoi. Spelling number 9 this round. This round. Let's just say you spell it.
Z-O-Y.
I heard the one.
Can you repeat the word, please? B-O-R-Z-O-Y. Borzoi.
So the speller challenged the judge's ruling that the speller incorrectly spelled the word borzoi. As you saw from the tape, the speller spelled it B-O-R-Z-O-Y. It is spelled B-O-R-Z-O-I. The judge's ruling is correct. The appeal is overruled. So let's continue the beat.
Let's start with 157.
157.
Fastidious.
Fastidious. F-A-S-T-I-D-I-O-U-S.
That's correct.
Tuckahoe.
Tuckahoe. May I have the language of origin?
This word is of Algonquin origin. Tuckahoe.
Tuckahoe. May I have the definition?
A Virginian, especially a Virginian living east of the Blue Ridge Mountains, used as a nickname. Tuckahoe.
Tuckahoe. T-U-C-K-A-H-O-E. Tuckahoe.
That's correct.
Neologism.
Neologism. May I have the definition?
A new word, usage, or expression. Neologism.
Neologism. N-E-O-L-O-G-I-S-M. Neologism.
That's correct.
Amicable.
Amicable. May I have the definition, please?
Characterized by or as if by friendship and goodwill. Amicable.
May I have the language of origin?
This word is from Latin.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Carla and Janine have had an amicable relationship since they settled their initial dispute. Amicable.
Amicable. A-M-I-C-A-B-L-E.
That's correct.
Barrio.
Barrio, can I have the definition, please?
A Spanish-speaking neighborhood or quarter in a city or town in the United States, especially in the Southwest. Barrio.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
Originally Arabic, this word went into Spanish before being adopted by English. Barrio.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
Could you repeat the word?
Barrio.
Barrio. B-A-R-R-I-O. Barrio.
That's correct.
Gulag.
Gulag. G-O-U-L-A-G. Gulag.
The correct spelling is G-U-L-A-G. I think we are ready to move.
Okay. What number? Let's do it.
Stanchion.
Stanchion. Definition.
An upright bar, post, prop, brace, or support. Stanchion.
Any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
S-T-A-N-T-I-O-N.
The correct spelling is S-T-A-N-C-H-I-O-N. Ballyhooed.
Ballyhooed. Can I have the language of origin?
This word is of unknown origin. Ballyhooed.
Can I have a definition?
Drummed up interest in by publicity characterized by exaggeration, gross flamboyant display, or excessive sensationalism. Ballyhooed.
Ballyhooed. B-A-L-L-Y-H-O-O-E-D. Ballyhooed.
That's correct.
Execration.
Execration. Could I have the language of origin?
This word is from Latin.
Could I have the definition?
The act of cursing or denouncing. Execration.
Execration. E-X-E-C-R-A-T-I-O-N.
That's correct.
Vacuole.
Vacuole. May I have a definition, please?
A cavity in the cytoplasm of a cell that is bounded by a distinct membrane and that is characteristic of plant cells and protozoans. Vacuole.
Vacuole. V-A-C-U-O-L-E. Vacuole.
That's correct.
Abhorrence.
Abhorrence. Will you repeat the word, please?
Abhorrence.
Language of origin.
This word is from Latin.
Can you say the word back?
Abhorrence.
Say it again.
Abhorrence.
Sounds right to me.
A-B-H-O-R-E-N-C-E.
The correct spelling is A-B-H-O-R-R-E-N-C-E. Parallax.
Parallax. May I have the definition?
The apparent displacement or the difference in apparent direction of an object is seen from two different points, not on a straight line with the object.
Parallax. May I have the language of origin?
This word is from an originally Greek word that passed into French before becoming English. Parallax.
Parallax. P-A-R-A-L-L-A-X. Parallax.
That's correct.
Decorticate.
Decorticate. D-E-C-O-R-T-E-C-A-T-E. Decorticate.
The correct spelling is D-E-C-O-R-T-I-C-A-T-E.
Andante. May I have the definition?
Moderately slow and in tempo between larghetto and allegretto, often used as a direction in music. Andante.
May I have the language of origin?
This word came from Italian, which formed it from a Latin word.
Andante. A-N-D-A-N-T-E. Andante.
That's correct.
Upsilon.
Upsilon. Can I have the definition, please?
The 20th letter of the Greek alphabet.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word is from Greek.
Can I have the part of speech?
It is a noun.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The upsilon represents a flavorless meson in particle physics.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Upsilon. Upsilon.
Upsilon. U-P-S-I-L-O-N. Upsilon.
That's correct. Okay. Okay, since the field is narrowing, we'd just like to pause the bee to take a minute to review the end of bee procedures for determining the champion. If all spellers within a single round misspell a word, all the spellers will remain in the competition and a new round begins. If only one speller in a round spells correctly, that speller will proceed to a championship round of one and must spell another word correctly in that round of one to be declared the champion. If that misspeller misspells the word given in the championship round of one, a new round will begin with all of the spellers who spelled correctly and incorrectly in the previous round. They will all go back in, spelling in their original order. Okay, so let's resume the bee.
Page 73.
What number?
390.
Just a moment, just a moment. Okay, Sherry.
Pachinko.
Can you say it again?
Pachinko.
What's the language of origin?
This word is from Japanese.
What's the definition?
A Japanese gambling device resembling a pinball machine, but with automatic payoff as in a slot machine. Pachinko.
P-A-C-H-E-N-K-O. Pachinko.
The correct spelling is P-A-C-H-I-N-K-O.
Stephanie, hold him. Yeah. Okay. We're good.
Munificence.
Munificence. Could I have the definition?
A giving or bestowing with extraordinary liberality, lavish generosity. Munificence.
Munificence. M-U-N-I-F-I-C-E-N-C-E.
That's correct. He can sit down. Number 11.
Abiotrophy.
Abiotrophy. May I have the definition, please?
Degeneration or loss of function or vitality in an organism or in cells or tissues not due to any apparent injury. Abiotrophy.
Abiotrophy. May I have the language of origin, please?
This word consists of 3 Greek elements. Abiotrophy.
Abiotrophy. A-B-I-O-T-R-O-P-H-Y. Abiotrophy.
That's correct.
Decedent.
Decedent. May I have the definition?
A dead person, especially a person who has recently died.
Decedent. Language of origin?
This word is from Latin.
Decedent. Part of speech?
It is a noun.
Alternate pronunciations?
Decedent.
Decedent. D-E-C-E-D-A-N-T. Decedent.
The correct spelling is D-E-C-E-D-E-N-T. Geriatrician.
May I have the definition, please?
A specialist in a branch of medicine that deals with the problems and diseases of old age and aging people. Decedent. I'm sorry, geriatrician.
Okay, can you say the word back, please?
Geriatrician.
Okay.
May I have the language of origin?
It is from Greek.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
A geriatrician was consulted to find out how to treat grandpa's loss of appetite. Geriatrician.
The part of speech, please.
It is a noun.
Geriatrician. Geriatrician. Geriatrician.
That's correct.
Tracheotomy.
Tracheotomy. Can I have the definition, please?
The surgical operation of cutting, especially through the skin, into the main trunk of the system of tubes by which air passes to and from the lungs. Tracheotomy.
Can I have the language of origin?
Both parts of this word are originally Greek.
Can I have the part of speech?
It is a noun.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The paramedic had to perform an emergency tracheotomy on the patient before taking him to the hospital.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
Tracheotomy. T-R-A-C-H-E-O-T-O-M-Y. Tracheotomy.
That's correct. Okay.
Okay, new round, right?
Okay.
Splenetic.
Splenetic. Could you repeat the word?
Splenetic.
Could I have the language of origin?
This word is from an originally Greek word that passed into Latin. Splenetic.
Could you repeat the word?
Splenetic.
Splenetic. S-P-L-E-N-E-T-I-C.
That's correct.
Fauntleroy.
Fauntleroy. May I have a definition, please?
Characterized by a short tailored jacket, knee-length trousers, rather frilly shirt, wide collar with rounded corners, or large loose bow. Fauntleroy.
Fauntleroy. This is French?
It is from an English literary name.
Huh. Fauntleroy. Part of speech, please?
It is an adjective.
Fauntleroy. F-O-N-T-L-E-R-O-Y. Fauntleroy.
The correct spelling is F-A-U-N-T-L-E-R-O-Y. I'm skipping the next two.
But you hold her.
Sure.
Hold her. Okay.
400.
Okay.
Rutilant.
May I have the definition, please?
Having a reddish glow, shining. Rutilant.
May I have the language of origin?
This word is from Latin. Rutilant.
May I have the part of speech?
It is an adjective.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Sure. The evening sun put a rutilant sheen on the sunbather's skin. Rutilant.
Rutilant. R-U-D-I-L-E-N-T.
The correct spelling is R-U-T-I-L-A-N-T.
Okay, you can sit down. You can both sit down. Okay, we're good.
Boniato.
Boniato. Can I have the definition?
A sweet potato having white, dry flesh with little sweetness that is usually grown in subtropical regions as Cuba and southern Florida.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word came from Spanish, which possibly formed it from Taino. Boniato.
Can I have the part of speech?
It is a noun.
Can you use it in a sentence?
A boniato is rich in vitamin A.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There are none.
Can you repeat the word?
Boniato.
Boniato. B-O-N-I-A-T-O. Boniato.
That's correct. Okay, you can all sit down. Okay, so we're down to 2. Okay.
Vitiate.
Vitiate. Could I have the language of origin?
This word is from Latin.
Could you repeat the word?
Vitiate.
Vitiate. V-I-C-I-A-T-E.
The correct spelling is V-I-T-I-A-T-E.
Okay.
Assurient.
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 Can I have the definition?
Having a huge appetite.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word is from Latin.
Can I have the part of speech?
It is an adjective.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Which one of these assurient fellows ordered the extra large pizza?
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Esurient.
Can you repeat the word?
Assurient.
Esurient. E-S-U-R-I-E-N-T. Esurient.
That's correct. So we'll now proceed to the championship round of 1.
Caisson.
Caisson. Can I have the definition?
A two-wheeled vehicle for artillery ammunition attachable to horse-drawn limber for marching.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word is from a word that went from Latin to Old Provençal to French.
Can I have the part of speech?
It is a noun.
Can you use it in a sentence?
A caisson is sometimes used to carry the coffin in a military funeral. Caisson.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Caisson.
Could you repeat the word?
Caisson.
Caisson. C-A-I-S-S-O-N. Caisson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a champion.
This is his second time winning the Dallas Morning News Spelling Bee. Is that right? Let me introduce everyone to him. This is Chayton Reddy. Where are you from?
I'm from Plano, Collin County.
Plano, Collin County. Where did you go to school?
Rice Middle School.
And did your parents, or how did you, this is their second time winning this. How did you get to this point? Is it your teachers or your parents? Who's working with you?
Mostly my parents.
What do you guys do every day? Because for all those viewers out there who are watching and want their kids to win a spelling bee, what advice would you give?
Just study, eat well, sleep.
So what do you have to give up to study all the time? What do you miss out on?
Like sometimes I play some sports, but I don't really play much because I study.
Is this your parents? Come on out. Come on. Oh, it's okay. And Dad, how proud are you of Chayton?
Oh, very proud.
And am I pronouncing it right? Is it Chayton or
Chayton, like Nathan, I guess.
Oh, okay, Chayton. So what do you think about your son's performance?
It was good. I mean, he studied very hard and was lucky he got the words that he knew. So, yes.
So are you ready to go to Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you guess? You think you're going to compete next year and try to take it again for a third time? What is it, a three-peat?
Yeah.
Are you ready for your trophy?
I'll try.
Yeah, okay. Well, we want to introduce you to Dr. Dennis Katz. He's the Dean of the School of Arts and Humanities at the University of Texas at Dallas. As our representing sponsor, we are delighted to have Dr. Katz present the trophy to our 2001 Spelling Bee champion. That would be Chayton Reddy from Collin County, Plano. And what elementary school was it again?
Middle school. Rice Middle School.
Rice Middle School. You want to say hi to all your teachers who are watching?
Hi.
I'll hold it while you do that.
Chayton, on behalf of the University of Texas at Dallas, it's my pleasure to present this trophy to you as the champion of the 53rd Annual Dallas Morning News Regional Spelling Bee. Congratulations and do us proud.
And all the contestants out there, come on out and support your friend. I mean, you guys all did this together. Come on out. Come on and give him a hug. Isn't this great? You know what he went through. Were you nervous?
Yeah.
Were you scared?
Not really.
Not really? Did you think that you were going to win it again?
I was just hoping.
You were just hoping?
Yeah.
So what do you guys think of his performance? You guys competed against him?
Yeah, he did great.
He did great. Look, now this is what real championship means, that you're a great sport. You think he did well?
Yes.
Yes. What about you?
Very good.
You thought he did a good job? What about you?
I'm very impressed.
You're very impressed because he's what? What grade are you, Chayton?
I'm 6th.
And what grade are you?
8th.
Oh, wow. So, you know, you beat an 8th grader. How was that? Is that pretty cool? Go ahead, everybody. Give him a hug. We're so proud of him. Parents, again, everyone here is a winner. Chayton gets to go to Washington, D.C. and compete. Thank you so much for watching. And to our judges, we want to give a big, huge round of applause to our judges again. Our pronouncer, Sherry Coleman. Jay Quitman Stevens, you know what it's like to win the championship. You won it yourself in 1984 and 1985. We also, Courtney Carter, thank you. You did a wonderful job. And where is Javier Solis, Hispanic Community Liaison with the Garland Independent School District? You did a wonderful job. So again, where is Chayton? Where'd you go? Oh, he's hiding now. Come on up here. I saw your mom. Mom, come up. We want to hear from you too. Are you guys going to DC with your son, or are you going to send him by himself?
No, we are all going together.
You're all going to go together.
Right. And thanks for giving us this opportunity. Thank you all.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So now, what does it take for you to study for the National Spelling Bee?
I guess the same amount of studying.
The same amount of studying. Well, give us an idea. Is it like 5 hours a day, 2 hours a day, 30 minutes?
Like 30 minutes on weekdays, and on weekends maybe a couple of hours.
Wow. So that means no playing outside when the sun is really pretty, huh?
No, not really.
No. Well, you guys get to go play, right? All right. Watch us next year. The 54th annual will be the next one. The Dallas Morning Spelling Bee. We appreciate your time so much. Again, the champion is Chayton Reddy from Collin County. He lives in Plano, Rice Middle School. Everyone did a fantastic job. Come on, raise your hand. He's the champ. Congratulations again. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching. We appreciate it.
This has been the Dallas Morning News Regional Spelling Bee, presented by the University of Texas at Dallas. Our sincere thanks to all students, their parents, teachers, and school administrators across North Texas for making this program possible. Once again, a special thanks to our sponsors. Presenting sponsor, the University of Texas at Dallas, Whataburger, just like you like it, and Community Coffee's Community Cash for Schools program.